There he is.
Neddenriep joining us now from the Indy Star. How you been, man? Long time no see.
Yeah, good. How are you guys?
Can't complain. Ran into Kyle last Wednesday up at Brownsburg at the junior senior all-star night. It was so fun just being in a gym where people were there and not restricted on where they could sit, anything. It was just fun just to be out in that environment. Saw some people. Andy Graham was out. He finally left out of his home. He finally came out and saw some people. It was just good to get out.
Yeah, it was. It was felt like a normal junior senior all-star game, and kind of a laid back atmosphere a little bit, and felt like a lot of the ones I've covered over the years. So that's a good thing. And I thought it was a good game. We got to see some good junior players, and the seniors kind of stepped up and took control of that game. But yeah, it was a good time. I thought the whole week was really good. The game at Southport and going down to Owensboro, always kind of like, making that trip to Kentucky too, to see whatever they've got going on down there. And saw a new gym in Owens I hadn't been to before. Not a new gym, but a new gym to me. I hadn't been to the Owensboro Sports Center before. So that was a unique place. And I thought it felt like a normal in the year where nothing has been normal these past 18 months. I mean, that kind of felt like we're getting back to something that resembles it anyway.
And the normalcy continued as Indiana thumped Kentucky, taking both games in the series, as they have since 2009 or no, they lost one in 2017, I think.
Yeah, they've lost. I think they're 27-3 over the last 30 games. So that kind of tells the story there. But yeah, Kentucky, this year's team, just kind of a sort of not a superstar. They had a decent team. I mean, they had some guys who were going to play at the college level, obviously, who were good players. But I didn't think Indiana didn't play the start of the game down in Kentucky. They kind of just ran them out of I thought it was going to be really ugly. Kentucky did a good job kind of coming back and making it somewhat of a game. And then Saturday, I thought Kentucky again played relatively well. Indiana didn't really hit its stride until they had those five playing together, for about 10 minutes in the second half. And then kind of got a good run going with, and then Kaufman-Wren had to sit, in the second half with that hand injury. But I thought they kind of got right. I thought Caleb Furst played really well both games, kind of showed why he's Indian Mr. Basketball. Thought Jaden Taylor from Perry Meridian had a good 2 games. Blake Wesley, Shamar Avance played really well in the Saturday game. I know some people. I got some. When the team was announced, some people kind of saying, "Why is he on the team?" I think he showed why he was on the team for sure. Showed I think he was one of the more valuable players on the team. I thought it was a pretty good showing. I was surprised the girls got beat on Saturday after what I saw on Friday. I thought they would blow them out on Saturday. That didn't happen. Kentucky played to win. They had 2 girls play 38 minutes. So, that kind of tells you, they had 2 girls play 38 and a couple who played barely a minute. So for those complaining about playing time, I mean, that kind of tells you what Kentucky, how they felt about it. So, but yeah, overall, good experience.
Yeah, always fun if you're an Indiana fan, it's always usually fun on that side of things, as you can see, a 27-3 record. But will Kentucky continue? Is this something that you think that they will continue to do? Because I know there's been chatter about it because of the disparity of talent, basically, in the state of Indiana over Kentucky. And I hope it continues. I mean, there's no sign of it stopping right now, but that's probably got to be a discussion somewhere.
Yeah, I mean, it comes up every year, and people are like, we got to play somebody else. I don't know if there's a huge appetite for playing anybody else. My thought would be, maybe go play the juniors, just play, go around the state, play a couple of games north, have a junior north team and a core group that plays maybe 3 games. You play a north venue, a south venue, and then play at Southport or Bankers Life when it's available on Saturday or whatever. To me, that would be the way to go. That way you kind of you showcase the juniors to different areas of the state. And, but I don't know. I see it both ways. I mean, to me, the people who are in charge of Kentucky just doesn't have they don't draw just the common fans out to watch the game like Indiana does. I mean, it's just not a huge thing down there. I don't know if that's because it's bounced around so much, or they don't have the star power. A lot of times they don't. Their best players aren't even playing. There's sometimes like Miss Basketball going to Tennessee didn't even play. So I mean that. That's a problem. You're not getting your best players playing the game. That has happened with the boys before. This year, I think they had everybody they'd thought they would have. I think they missed what somebody couldn't come to the game Saturday, but regardless, it's been a challenge for them to try to get the best players even to play in the game at times. It's kind of the way of the world now. I know a lot of the Indiana All-Stars had to go report to their colleges on Sunday. So, it's a quick turnaround. It's a short window. They used to play this game like, this used to be a huge summer thing back in the day, and it'd be a 2-week ordeal. And I think back when they first started, they were playing in August, so that shows you how much times have changed. I mean, it's just totally different on the timeline of things. But I don't know, this series goes back to 1940. I mean, I'd hate to see Kentucky not be a part of it. And I think the coaches who coached, they're into it. I mean, they want to make it a big deal down there. I just don't know if they had the infrastructure to have thousands of people come to the game anymore. The venues have been, like I said, it's bounced around. Even in the time I've been covering it, it's gone from Freedom Hall to Bellarmine to, Frankfurt to Lexington to Owensboro. I mean, it's kind of been all over the place. So that creates some instability as well. But, I don't know. I know people bring up Illinois or playing Michigan or Ohio. I just, I would say I wouldn't do that. I would just, if you're going to change something, if Kentucky doesn't want to be a part of it, I'd just say play the juniors. Like I said, play maybe up north, south, and then play a Saturday end of week type of game. And that's what I would do anyway. I don't know that why would Ohio or Michigan or Illinois care? I mean, they're not, that's it'd be a new thing for them too. And who's to say they'd be any better than Kentucky about organizing it? So that's just my thought.